Good morning. Today is Tuesday, February the 2nd. Today, you are going to be reviewing, Gold Day folks, you are going to be reviewing both paragraphs from day one. So you should have your paragraph and your counterpart's paragraph. You're going to look to see if you're missing any key elements of the literary analysis paragraph, and then review and revise both paragraphs, okay? You're going to want both of your paragraphs on one document, so your one document, okay? Yeah. Hopefully you looked at that information from yesterday. On page 204, number 5, you're going to write these key elements for an effective introduction to a literary analysis essay. You need to write these word for word in your Springboard workbook, okay? Like, just write them word for word. So for hook, you are going to write anecdote. It's a short sketch or account of a biographical incident. Side note. So I always tell this anecdote to my students, and since you're not in class today, I'm going to share it with you right here, right now. So I have an anecdote about why you should never run in a classroom. Many, many years ago, I was teaching in Katy, Texas, and I had a student who was running in my classroom. I don't know why. I was working with a small group. She was, I don't know why she was running in my room, but she was. And then she tripped, and she went to catch herself on a desk. Well, when she went to catch herself on a desk, there was a mechanical pencil. I'm trying to see if I have one here to demonstrate this horribleness. There was a mechanical pencil sitting on the desk, okay? As she went to catch herself on the desk, the mechanical pencil went right into her hand. Yeah, stuck in her hand. Went deep. Blood everywhere. You can imagine. It was terrible. I freaked out. Luckily, another student in the class did not freak out and helped her to the nurse because I was freaking out. So that's my anecdote as to why you should never run in a classroom. Okay, so you can use an anecdote as a hook. You can use a quote, a line of dialogue, or a famous quotation that points to the idea of a narrative. When you're using this with Tangerine, you should not use a quote from Tangerine. What a lot of students have done in the past is they've looked for a quote on brotherhood or on sibling relationships. You can use a statement of intrigue. That's a statement designed to capture the reader's attention and compel him or her to read more. So you need a hook. You need some background. So a brief summary of the novel, or you can introduce characters. And you need a thesis statement. So you need all three of those things in your introduction. And then on page 204, number 6, you're going to write these key elements of an effective conclusion to a literary analysis essay. You guys, all of this is on Canvas. I'm just reading it to you because I can't see you in person. You need a literal. You need to have the literal, which is a restatement of your thesis. You need interpretive, so you're going to draw conclusions about the author's purpose, not to entertain, inform, or like, why is the author writing about this? Oh my gosh, my dog. And then you need universal. Why does it matter? Like, make connections to yourself or to other texts or to the world, okay? Now you're going to return to your Google Doc and you're going to write an introduction and a conclusion for your compare contrast literary analysis essay. Make sure that you include all of those things that I just talked about in your in your introduction, your hook, background information, and thesis statement, and the literal, interpretive, and universal aspects of the conclusion. Read through number 8 on page 204 to understand the transition words that will help create internal and external coherence. Look at that. We're going back to that. And then you're going to revise and submit your best draft, compare and contrast literary analysis essay. You're going to have a total of 4 paragraphs, okay? So you're going to have your introduction. You're going to have your paragraph. You're going to have the paragraph about the other sibling relationship that you got from somebody else. And then you're going to have your conclusion. Listen, if you're the person that you switched with did not have a great paragraph, you are allowed to revise that. That is okay. All right? And then make sure that the entire document is formatted correctly. MLA format, size 12, MLA header, double spaced. And then there is some highlighting that you need to do for the 2 main body paragraphs. I have it listed below. You also need to bold the thesis statement in the introduction and in the conclusion. Watch for capitalization and punctuation in the title of the book and the author's name. Edward Bloor when you're using it. Tangerine should be italicized as it's the title of the book. And that's it, okay? Make sure you submit that. It really shouldn't be that hard because you've already got 2 paragraphs written. Let me know if you have any problems or questions. Sorry, that was super long. Bye.